Hey, Scott Jordan and Mark Warner here for your COVID update. It is September 24th, Thursday, 2020. Let's get these off because we're socially distanced. As you can see, I'm still at the Four Seasons Hotel. It's getting rather expensive staying here for weeks on end, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Well, it looks comfortable. So there are people that are working out of like closet-like spaces. So
Yes.
um, things could be worse.
Yes. I'll take credit. See that painting up there? I did that painting. So that's when the chemical business doesn't work out, I'm going to go
The
into
Four
art.
Seasons must have given you a discount on the room to have hung your painting in it.
Well, yeah, that was part of the deal. I did 200 of those paintings. They're all the same. Got really good at it. Hey, let's get down to business. First off, thanks a lot for the comments last week. We really kind of went geeky as the title was, but a lot of people really appreciated, Mark, your info on parts per million and all that other stuff that we talked about. But today, we're going to get nice and simple and really easy. What do we want to announce today, Mark?
Well, we have been proclaiming that we were going to make available to the entire world a place where they could put their concerns, their skepticisms regarding claims that they're hearing out there in the marketplace. Claims like, all I got to do is go in and wave a magic wand around and I'm safe for the next 10 years.
Yep.
No more need for vaccines or any disinfectants. And
Yep.
of course, you and I look at each other and our eyebrows go up and go, what did they just say? So, we've wanted to make sure that we were creating a vehicle for people to use to pose their questions, to express their skepticism, and maybe to put some light on topics that need to be looked at close.
Yep. So that is germwashing.com. And as you know, since we started doing these videos, whenever that was in February, we've been talking about people that are putting up stuff that, quite honestly, is not right, illegal, false, and misleading. So germwashing.com is for you to both go look at what we've reviewed in the past, and it's not just Bolin doing this. We look for outside resources, experts in the field. And usually it's as simple as they say one thing, you look at their label because you're making claims that something's killing something, it has to be an EPA registered product. You look at the label, it doesn't say anything close to what they're talking about. That would be a misleading claim. So those things are going to be on germwashing.com. You're going to be able to give us your feedback. You're going to be able to post tips. It's going to show you where you can report companies that have false misleading statements, not only to germwashing.com, but also to the EPA, which is even better because they'll go after you. So yeah, we're really looking forward to everybody's feedback on it.
Well, some of the things that have been coming in, obviously, we've taken shots at, and that's people making 7 days extended kill time claims, month, 2 months, 3 months.
9
And when you read the fine print, it's not like they're telling less than the full truth. So they can make those kinds of extended claims on odor-causing bacteria, but what does that have to do with trying to fight SARS-CoV-2 and the COVID-19 outbreak?
Yep.
Nobody's worried about their sneakers smelling. They're worried about dying of COVID-19. So, some of this is what is a little bit misleading, and the EPA's gotten really strict on this, Scott. They're talking about using the full force of the law to come down on people that are going after this. In fact, you and I were joking a little bit about how the title of this episode really ought to be that there's two pandemics raging right now.
Yeah.
One is COVID-19 and the other one is false claims 2020.
Yep.
And greed. Essentially what's driving that is greed, and that's a shame. It's sad. It's a life-threatening illness, and there's people making claims for the sole reason of making money, not to save lives. And so that's really that's kind of sad. But there is also some other news there, Scott, that there's potentially a vaccine for both of them. Pfizer talked about a vaccine for for SARS-CoV, well, for the
Yep.
COVID-19 disease,
Yeah.
and it fights off the SARS-CoV-2 virus. And germwashing.com is a vaccine that you can take to save you from hearing false and misleading claims.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll get back to our regular business next week of reporting on current news, but we thought, since we gave you a really long show last week, we're going to give you a short show this week. So go to germwashing.com. Let us know what you think. Put some tips up there, and then we'll run them down. And we'll all be trying to make things safe, and people can actually know what's real and what isn't real.
So if you're wondering what to actually, like, I had a lot of people saying, how do I know whether it's not true or not? Like, if you're feeling skeptical about it, then there's probably others that feel that way, and that's a good thing to post. But one of the things that we've become very readily aware of is if a manufacturer lists their website on their EPA-approved label, then anything they say on their website has to comply with the label.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing is a lot of people with labels that are not unlawful, yet their website makes claims that go way beyond what the label states.
Yeah.
And if the website is listed on the label as a point of contact, then the website itself falls under the labeling laws, and it's illegal to make claims like that on the internet if it's falling under the labeling laws and it's not part of what somebody's EPA-approved label is. So that's one thing. And the other thing to think about is that there's claims that we're hearing, and people like, what if it says it contains all natural ingredients? It's illegal. According to the EPA, that's illegal.
Yeah.
What if it says it has among the least toxic chemicals known? Actually, I don't even know what that means, but technically, that's illegal.
Yep.
So there's a whole list of things on the EPA website that they talk about as being literally illegal to state. And a lot of people are making those statements. So if you are actually wondering if you have any doubt, if you have any skepticism towards what you're hearing, throw it out to germwashing.com, and Scott and I will seek out the world's leading experts on the topics and try to get you some answers, or at least vocalize the questions so other people think about them.
Yep. So that's the news this week. So thank you very much for tuning in. Go to germwashing.com. Let us know what you think. And next week, let's hope that there isn't a whole lot exciting going on next week. But it is what we got to do. We got to keep people informed and keep America safe and clean.
That's our job.
Yep. Okay, folks. See ya. I'll put mine on. It's a little bit harder than yours. Okay, now we're ready. Out of here.
Thanks, everybody.